Well, hello, my fellow Americans and fellow Christians, and thank you for joining me for another day of the Word of the Lord here in the United States of America. Peace be unto you, and peace be unto the world. I have, over the course of the last year, made it quite clear that generally most of Christianity's prophetic assumptions about the end of the world in December of 2012 has not been based on the Bible, but outside sources. Prophetic teachers like John Hagee, Jack Van Impe, Paul Begley, among a slew of others, have in an off-color way been creating a phobia in America about the end times. This is not uplifting in any way to the American public and the Christian faith. In fact, it is all based on speculation and personal belief. I have to say a word about Grant Jeffrey, a prophetic teacher who of late has boasted about the economy of Canada as a model for America. Yet just a few years ago, a Canadian Navy ship ran out of gas in the Atlantic, and they had to ask the United States to help refuel it because they had no money. Think of that. Jeffrey, who is a Canadian, in my estimation, has some nerve, downgrading our country, yet he has made millions in America. I wanted to use this as an example so Christians can really see or recognize most of Christianity today is outdated in their beliefs, their attitudes, and character. Most of the Christian leaders today are obtuse, staunch, and completely wrong in their presentations, simply love the notoriety and the dollar bill. What we are going to see towards the end of this year and the beginning of next year is a backlash against Christianity. All the prophetic teachers are going to pay handsomely for their false predictions. It will be Christianity's downfall, and many ministries will most likely find themselves bankrupt or out of business. I have warned this as far back as 2009. If you are a Christian, I can only warn you to stay clear of prophetic ministries. They are doing a great disservice not only to the reputation of the good Lord, but the American citizen as well. I know our good Lord said to watch, but he made it obvious no one knows the time or the hour. We are called to live a life to the fullest, but Christians today, in its arrogance, is eliminating all hope for the future by their false predictions. No one knows what tomorrow holds. St. Paul ran into the same problems. He wrote, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." This is in 2 Thessalonians 2:3. I have mentioned in the past as well that we are not even close to Antichrist revealing himself until the world is reintroduced to supernatural powers. There has to be some major event, some world major event, reshaping the thinking and consciousness of the world in order for us to even have an inkling that these are the end times. Now, I would like to point out that all this business by prophetic teachers using and name-dropping Obama's policies as proof of the end times carries with it a form of psychological fantasy. This type of attention is damaging faith in our country, our government, our leaders, and the American vision of progress. Are we really supposed to tell our children when they go to bed at night that there is no hope for tomorrow? This is why I, at the beginning, point out that Christianity today is outdated in their thinking and are injuring the healthy attitudes that shape the future. We as a people are hardly impotent. Our instincts are still intact, and we can still restore innovation and adventure in this country. The exhortation of Christianity from without cannot change our country. It is the action of American citizens from within that can evoke change and historically rebuild our nation. Faith on a personal level is the best bet in this day and age, simply because there are 10,000 voices saying 10,000 different things. We are far better off listening, acting, and trusting upon our own judgments, unified on this level for the welfare of our nation. President Kennedy said it best. He said, "In the eyes of posterity, the success of the United States as a civilized society will be largely judged by the creative activities of its citizens in art, architecture, literature, music, and the sciences." I think what has happened to the Christian leaders today is they have forgot that the burden of the nation falls on the shoulders of the President, his administration, the Senate, and Congress. All that Christianity is supposed to do is guide spiritually. Instead, it has meddled into the politics of this nation and has ruined the power of the Spirit within, which gives hope and vision for the future. After the next election, whoever is president, war and peace, economics, and direction for our country will be the grand responsibility of the office. May I point out and finish here that Christianity has nothing to do with these ideals, and it will be only men and women of great character who will be able to meet such challenges. Not the faith from without, but the faith of every man within. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.